Good evening. Today we shall discuss about straight lines. The important points we need to remember. First thing is distance formula. AB is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1. Then you need to remember suction formula. Mx2 plus mx1 over m plus n my2 plus my1 or m plus n. After that, you need to remember midpoint formula. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಮಾಡೋದು ಸುಲಭ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. x2 plus x1 divided by 2. ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕಲ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೆನಪಿದೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್. ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಈಸಿ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಬರೀರಿ, ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಬರೀರಿ, x into y minus y ಅಂತ ಬರೀರಿ, ಪ್ಲಸ್ x into y minus y ಅಂತ ಬರೀರಿ, ಪ್ಲಸ್ x into y minus y ಅಂತ ಬರೀರಿ. ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಈಸಿ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇಷ್ಟು ಬರೀರಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ 1 ಬರೀರಿ, 2 ಬರೀರಿ, 3 ಬರೀರಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 1 ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ 2, 2 ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ 3, 2 ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ 3, 3 ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ 1, 3 ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ 1, 1 ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ 2. ಇಷ್ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇರೋದು ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್. ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಲೈನ್. First, y is equal to mx plus c. This is called slope intercept form. Short formally SI form ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Next, y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. ಇದು ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಇದನ್ನ SP ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. ಇದನ್ನ 2 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. TP ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. ಏನದು ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಆಫ್ line joining 2 points. ಆಮೇಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ತಮಾಷೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸಬ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೊಲೀಸ್, ಸೂಪರಿಂಟೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೊಲೀಸ್, 2 ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್. So, more formula ನೆನಪಾಯ್ತು. SI is sub inspector, superintendent of police and constables too. Normally, police constable ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಬರೇ ಅಮನ್ನ. It's a normal procedure. Next, x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. This is called intercept form. ಆಮೇಲೆ ax plus by plus c equal to 0. This is called general form. ಇಷ್ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಕೆಲವು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. parallel lines, ax plus by plus c equal to 0 and ax plus by plus k equal to 0. Two lines which are parallel, they differ only by a constant. m1 is equal to m2. In fact, if you write the general form, ax plus by plus c equal to 0, m is equal to minus a by b, and input slope is given by negative coefficient of x by constant term. Even confusion with the students again, minus a by b no, minus b by a no. Because quadratic equation only some of the roots is minus b by a. So careful agree, it is minus a by b. So lines are parallel, slopes are equal and they differ by a constant. Next, perpendicular lines. ನಾನು ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ, ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಓದಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಬಟ್ ನೆನಪು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ax plus by plus c equal to 0 and bx minus ay plus k equal to 0. m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. Next in the formula, length, you can just also write that. Distance between two parallel lines is equal to c1 minus c2 over a square plus b. ಇಲ್ಲಿ k ಬದಲು c2 ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ, c ಬದಲು c1 ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. a and b ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬಹಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಲೆಂತ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್, length of the perpendicular from the point x1 y1 to the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is given by modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by root of a square plus b. ಇದನ್ನ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ CET ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಅನಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿಯಿಂದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಂದಿರೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನರ್ಸು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡು ಆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್, a straight line passes through CET problems. A straight line passes through a straight line passes through 5, 0 and 0, 3. 5, 0 and 0, 3. The length of the perpendicular from the point 4, 4 is the length of the perpendicular from the point 4, 4 is. ಇಲ್ಲಿ length of the perpendicular formula ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ಯಾವುದು ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by root of a square plus b square. x1 y1 4, 4 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಏನದು 2 points are given. What is the formula? y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಾಟರ್ಡೆ ಬ್ರೀಫಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರೆಯೋಕೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರೆಯೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ನೀವು ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ y minus y1 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 0, y2 minus y1 minus 3, x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1 is plus 3, x2 minus y1 x1 is minus 5 into x minus x1, y2 minus y1 x2 minus x1 cross multiply ಮಾಡಿ minus 5 is equal to 3x minus 15, that is 3x plus 5y minus 15 equal to 0. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗ 4, 4 ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ 3 into 4 12 plus 20 minus 15 divided by 9 plus 25. ಇದು root 17, sorry, 17 by root 41 is the answer. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರೆಯೋ ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ನಿಮ್ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ನೋಡಿದ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕು. ಅವರು ಲೆಂತ್ ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಏನು? ಮಾಡ್ಯುಲಸ್ ಆಫ್ ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by root of a square plus b square ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಏನು? ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. x1 y1 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? 2 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಫ್ಲಾಶ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. 2 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಹೇಳ್ಕ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಫ್ CET examination. Another problem from CET examination. ಏನದು? If the straight line 2x plus 3y minus 3 equal to 0. 2x plus 3y minus 3 equal to 0. And x plus ky plus 7 equal to 0. And x plus ky plus 7 equal to 0 or perpendicular find k. ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಓದಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ನಿಮಗೊಂದು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಬರಬೇಕು. The lines are perpendicular, therefore product of the slope must be equal to -1. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಬಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರೆಯೋ ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. At the same time, slope is given by minus a by b 10 power 8. So a is to minus 2 by 3 multiplied by a is minus 1 by k is equal to -1. So ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 3k is equal to 2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, or minus 3k is equal to 2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, because ಇದು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So k is equal to -2. ನಾಲ್ಕು ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಟಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್, ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ -1 ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು, ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಇಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಬೈ minus a by b, minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of y. We'll move on to the next problem in CET. Equation of the line. Equation of the line passing through the point 1, 2 and perpendicular to y is equal to 3x minus 1. So that is, you can write this as 3x minus y minus 1 is equal to 0. You should know that ax plus by plus k equal to 0 and bx minus ay. Memory is very, this is C1, C2 is equal to 0. They represent perpendicular line. So when you take bx minus ay minus x minus 3y plus k equal to 0. This is a line perpendicular to this. Now how do you get k? It passes through 1, 2. So minus 1 minus 6 plus k equal to 0. Therefore k is equal to 7. Therefore your answer is minus x minus 3y plus 7 equal to 0. They would not have given that. They would have given x plus 3y minus 7. See, one more thing is ax plus by plus c1 is bx minus ay. Supposing you have got ax minus by plus c1, you should remember it is bx plus ay. Here only you can write it, or even if you write like this, finally what happens is you will be looking for this answer. That answer will not be a part of the even one of the 4 answers given. You would have given this answer. Immediately you should realize that multiply by. So what is the concept required for this particular problem? You should remember this line is given. We have to find a line parallel to this, perpendicular to this. So you should always write the equation form ax plus by plus c form. So 3x minus y. Therefore the line should be minus x minus ay plus k. How to find k? When data is given. The line passes through 1, 2. Substitute x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2, you get k. So we'll move on to the next problem in CET. Equation of the line parallel to the line, perpendicular to parallel to the line. Concepts are clear in record. Adilla andre problem madakagalla. 3x minus 4y plus 2 equal to 0. And passing through minus 2, 3. So one varsha perpendicular kotru, innondu parallel kotru. Parallel kottaga equation ಯಾವ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? 3x minus 4y plus k equal to 0. Two lines are parallel, they differ only by a constant term. It passes through minus 2, 3. Minus 6 minus 12 plus k equal to 0. Therefore k is equal to 18. Your answer is 3x minus 4y plus 18. ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು. ನೀವು ಇದು ಮಂತಲ್ಲೇ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಬಲ್ ಇಟ್. ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡುವಾಗ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಬರೀತಾರೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಒಳ್ಳೇದು. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಪೇಪರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ, CET ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಶೀಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಕೀಪ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈಂಡ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ 18 ಬರೀಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ. ಕೆಲವರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, minus 18 ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಕೆಲವರು ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗೆ minus 18 plus k equal to 0, then k is equal to minus. All that is not it. So this you have to practice it. Practice ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಬರೆಯೋಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಬರೆದಷ್ಟು ನಮಗೆ ಲೆಕ್ಕವನ್ನು ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಆ ವರ್ಷದ CET ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಮುಗೀತು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, a line cuts off equal intercepts on the coordinate axis. The angles made by the line, you have to find, I think, the angle made by the line with the line with the positive direction of x-axis. See, let me recall the definition of slope. Slope is the angle made by the line with the positive direction of x-axis. I am recalling this definition so that you can solve this problem easily. Suppose in this line AB, this is xy x-axis and y axis, x-axis and y-axis. Now, this is making an angle here and angle here. This angle we are going to take. The direction is positive. This angle is called slope. So here, they are asking you to find out what is this angle. That means they are asking you to find out what is tan theta. From tan theta we can get theta. But what is given? The lines are having equal intercept. X by a plus y by a is equal to 1. Or x plus y minus a equal to 0. What is the slope of this line? Minus 1 by 1 minus 1. Therefore, tan theta is minus 1. When tan theta is minus 1, what is the angle? This theta is 135 degrees. Because tan of 90 plus theta is minus tan theta. So tan of 135 is minus 1. So if you can remember tan 135 is minus 1, directly we can write it as 135 degrees. The entire thing is, you should understand the equation is x by a plus y by b is equal to 1, that is x plus y minus a. What is the slope of that? Slope is minus a by b. So slope is minus 1. All this you can work orally. X by a plus y by a is equal to 1. Therefore, slope is minus 1 by 1. Slope is minus 1. And slope is minus 1. Theta should be 135 degrees. They would have given 4 answers. Looking at the answer, you can decide. Supposing theta is 90 is not possible, 45 is not possible because positive angle is there. You can pick that. You can even work the problem by elimination technique also, but that is not required. You can work it out fast. Now, the next problem in CET. The two lines. All the problems are based on the basics. Lx plus my plus n is equal to 0. No, equals n. Just to confuse you, they have given equals n. And L dash x plus m dash y is equal to n dash. or perpendicular. What is the condition? Slope of first line is L by M minus L by M. Slope of second line is minus L dash by M dash. This should be minus 1. That is LL dash minus MM dash. LL dash plus MM dash. A very simple problem on the concept. The thing is, they are given in terms of L and M. You should realize lines are parallel. The product of the slope is minus 1. Slope is minus A by B minus coefficient of X by coefficient of Y. Therefore, you get the solution. You would have given 4 answers. I have, as I told you earlier, I will not be writing the answers. So you have got to, once answers are given, you can just see whether A or B or C or D. Okay. This class has got its own limitations. Now, the next problem is, if the straight line 2x minus 3y plus 17, if the straight line 2x minus 3y plus 17 equal to 0 is perpendicular to the line passing through point 7, 17 and 5, beta 15, 5 15 and 15, beta. Then what is the value of beta? It's a peculiar problem. No. It has been asked in a slightly different way. This is one line, the second line is not given. They have given you 2 points. So normally what students will do is, they will try to use this formula y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. From that you can get the second line. Then you have to use the formula m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. Definitely you can get a solution. But if you think little deep, the slope of the first line is minus 2 by minus 3. The slope of second line you can find directly. Remember the formula? Slope is given by y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So what is y2? Let us take this as y2. So beta minus 17 divided by 15 minus 7. This is equal to minus 1. I think you got my point. Normally, we are tempted to find the equation because 2 points are given. That is not required. See, this is where the difference counts. Which method to approach so that you can save the time? So if you have a total knowledge, see here I know that when 2 points are given, slope is given by y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So, and because the lines are perpendicular, the product slope must be equal to minus 1. Now you can solve this equation. This minus 2 by 3 becomes plus 2 by 3. Beta minus 17 will be as it is. This is 8 is equal to minus 1. So you this we can cancel. So beta minus 17 is equal to minus 12. Beta is equal to 5 is the answer because minus 17 goes that side. Minus 17 plus 12 is 5. They would have given the answer 5, 6, something. The reason for working the previous year's problem is you are exposed to this. A problem can be worked in different, which is the best method for the given problem. Many students ask me a question, how it will come to us? It will come by practice. That's called intuition. And tamasha ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೇನೆ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಂತ. ಇಂಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಟೀಚರು ಕಾರಣ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಮೆಜಾರಿಟಿ ಕಾರಣ ನಾವೇ ಆಗಿರ್ತೇವೆ. ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್. ನಾನು CET ಓರಿಯೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡ್ವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಏನು CET ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೋ, ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮೋರ್, ಲಿಸನ್ ಟು ವಾಟ್ ಟೀಚರ್ ಸೇಸ್, then copying from the board. Go home and work it out. Whatever doubts you get, discuss next year, next day itself. If that is not done, you will not be able to get a good rank. I always keep telling children, it is 10% inspiration, 90% perspiration. We can inspire you, but you have to put your head down and work. Let's move on to the next problem. A line passes through. A line passes through line passes through 2, 2, and is perpendicular to 3x plus y is equal to 2. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡಲೇ ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 and bx minus ay plus k equal to 0 are perpendicular. It becomes x minus 3y plus k equal to 0. How to find k? Put the value of 2. 2 minus 6 plus k equal to 0. That is k is equal to 4. 3x. The answer is x minus 3y plus 4 equal to 0. It's a very simple problem. Provided you are able to realize that the line is passing 2, 2. So you know the equation is given to you. 3x plus y is equal to, therefore x minus 3y plus k. How to find k? You can substitute and find the value of k. See, in this case, the question is slightly different. They have not asked the equation of line. They have asked you to find the y-intercept. They have asked. Find y-intercept. This is what I told you. Sometimes what happens is, when you don't read the question properly, we might lose the marks. Even I didn't read it properly. It's given that a line passes 2, 2 and it is perpendicular. You find the y-intercept of that line. See, you can recall what we got was x minus 3y plus 4 equal to 0. We got it. This is the equation. They don't want this. They want a y-intercept. So you should express in the form x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. So you can write this as x minus 3y is equal to minus 4 or x minus 3y. Yeah. X minus 4 plus y by 4 by 3 is equal to 1. Is equal to, you are dividing by minus sign. So this minus sign, this will become plus 1. So what is your y-intercept? 4 by 3. To find a y-intercept of a line, the equation must be expressed from x by a plus y by b. After getting the equation, you have to express in the intercept form. And this a is called the x-intercept and b is called the y-intercept. Answer is 4 by 3. What I did was, I just stopped here, it is not the question, because I was find the y-intercept. Okay. Today we have got another 15 minutes. Though we have got discussed the conic sections, the next thing we are going to discuss. I'll just brief you about this, and then we'll move on to. You know that four conics are circle, parabola, ellipse, hyperbola. Circle is a conic where eccentricity is 1. For a parabola, eccentricity is less than 1, sorry, equal to 1. For ellipse, it is less than 1, and hyperbola is greater than 1. I'm not going to define all those things are familiar to you. Because we have got about 15 minutes, I'll discuss only about circles. What are the equation you should remember? X minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equals r square represents a circle with center at h comma k and radius r. Any circle given, if you reduce to this form, you can get center and the radius. They normally ask a question what is center and what is the radius. The other thing you need to remember in circle is x square plus y square equals a square. So center is 0, 0 here. X minus h whole square, x minus 0 whole square is h square, and radius is a. Radius is a here. Okay? X square plus y square is equal to 0 represents a point circle. Because here x square plus y square equals 0 means radius is 0. So let us work 1 or 2 problems of circle because we have got only 10 minutes left. So I can take up parabola, hyperbola, ellipse next class. What are the questions asked in this circle? One of the question is the equation of circle, equation of the circle with center minus a comma minus b and radius root of a square minus b. It's a very simple problem. Provided you remember the standard equation of circle is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. And what is h comma k? It's the center. So in place of h you have got minus a. Therefore it becomes x plus a whole square. And in place of b, k rather k you have got minus b, y plus b whole square. And radius is a square minus b square. Because root of a square minus b square is there. You can orally work it out. When you expand, you get x square plus y square you get plus 2ax you get. This is b, I'm sorry. And 2by you get. Then you get a square plus b square. When a square will cancel, this minus b square will come this side. That is 2b square. If you want to work it out and show a square plus 2ab plus b square plus a square plus 2by plus b square is equal to a square minus b square. A square cancels, bring this b square this side again. This becomes very easy and simple when you remember the equation of circle. Let's go to the Next problem. If x is equal to 2 plus 3 cos theta and y is equal to 1 minus 3 sin theta represents a circle this was a little out of syllabus, but I'll just teach you how to work it out. The center and radius. Only 1 year they have asked. They may not ask. In case if it is asked, you need to remember the circle equation is given by h plus r cos theta and y is equal to k plus r sin theta. Standard equation. So in place of h you have got 2 and in place of k you have got minus 1. So 2 comma 1 is the center. And what is r in this case? R is 3. So if you remember this x to h plus r cos theta and x y plus r sin theta or k plus r sin theta represent circle. You can compare in place of h you have got 2, in place of k you have got 1, center is 2 comma 1 because center is h comma k. Take this problem. Find the equation of circle with center. Find the equation of the circle with center minus 3 comma 2 with center minus 3 comma 2 and radius 4 units and radius 4. There cannot be a simple problem than this. Equation is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. Don't write the formula, keep the formula in mind. X minus h whole square. This you can write it as x square plus y square. This will become 6x. That will become minus 4y. 9 plus 4 is 13. Therefore minus 3. If you start writing every step, you are wasting time. Don't write the formula, keep the formula in the mind. X minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. So a square plus 12 plus 4 here, 9 plus 4 is 13, 16 comes this side. So you get minus 3 equal to 0. Let us work one more problem. Find the equation of the circle. Find the equation of circle which passes through the point, which passes through the point which passes through the point 4 comma 5 and has its center 2 comma 2 at 2 comma. The usual method is you can write this as x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square is equal to r square. Then you can find out what is r substituting x and y value. But here I would like to suggest you another method. So here for a change, I'll be writing out all the 4 answers given. The first answer is x plus 2 whole square plus y plus 2 whole square is equal to 13 is the first answer. The second answer given is x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square is equal to 13. The third answer given is x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square is equal to 13. The fourth answer given is x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 1 whole square is equal to 13. See here, you know pretty well the equation circle is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square. Therefore, this has to be x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square only. So here this is not possible. Here 3 is there, it is not possible. Here 1 is there, it is not possible. This is the answer. I told you during the introductory class, some problems can be worked by elimination technique. That you are looking for it. Because you should know the equation must be x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square. They have given these two. Here none of them are second. Here just to confuse they are given this because 2 comma 2 is there. So you might change. If I were examiner, I would have given 2 comma minus just to confuse you more. We'll work one more problem of circles and then close today's class. Tomorrow we'll be discussing about the other 3 conics, parabola, hyperbola, and ellipse. If x plus y minus 3 equal to 0 and 2x minus y equal to 0 or the diameters of a circle find its center. See, you should try to understand the problem. If you have a circle, this is one diameter, this is another diameter, where they are meeting is a center. The point of intersection of 2 diameters, any 2 diameters, center. So they have given 2 equations. If you solve them, the point of intersection you are going to get. Very simple. You add 3x is equal to 3, x is equal to 1, therefore y is equal to x is y is equal to. What is center? 1 comma. It will not take more than 45 seconds. But what is required? You should understand that the point of intersection of 2 diameters is center. So with this, we shall close the class today. I'll just brief what we have done today. We have listed the distance formula, section formula, then area of triangle, then the different forms of the equation of straight line, 2-point form, slope point form, then slope intercept form, general form. Then we discussed about the slope of a line is given by y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Or if equation is in the form ax plus by plus c, slope is minus a by b, minus coefficient of xy, coefficient of y. Then condition for 2 lines parallel is m1 is equal to m2. Conditions for perpendicular is m1 into m2 is minus 1. We have got some problems on that. Then we discuss about circle equation x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square, where r is the radius and h comma k is the center. With this and some problems you have worked it out. So we can go through those problems. And if you have any thing to ask, you can send a message to me. So let me help you. So today we'll wind up the class informing you that tomorrow we'll start with the conic section, parabola, ellipse and hyperbola. Thank you. Somebody has written a message. What's the message? Anyway, the students who said namaste for you. I think you are following what I am teaching here. So anything to say, if you find me fast, or if you want me to revise any other of the concepts again, you can send a message to me. Good night. We shall meet tomorrow.